If poetry is a woman, then tell everyone I'm seeing someone, and have been for a very long time, that I've had a lot of time to think, and everything is gonna be fine. If poetry is a woman, then tell everyone the wedding is not off. I've changed my mind. Whether lawfully or unlawfully, I take her as my wife for the rest of my life, to have and to hold till death do us part, and that even in death we will remain together, inseparable, just as we were from the start, and that when I die they'll bury me with my dear poetry in my heart. They'll say his woman was his true love among all his works of art. If poetry is a woman, then I wish to consecrate the vows now, to only make love to one woman, the same woman, every night, or whenever we like, until our hearts delight. We will be with each other and speak with each other about everything and nothing. We will small talk and talk deep about life and all that we seek, until we are complete. And if ever she's asleep, I'll write her by candlelight on vanilla colored sheets, and there I'll stay, studying her features in awe and transfixed, until daylight dawns upon her beauty once again, and she awakens and arises once more like a phoenix. If poetry is a woman, then tell everyone that I've now got all the answers to their questions about me being in love, and that I'm now totally ready for commitment, and that finally one woman is enough, that I'm a changed man, and that I'll be somewhere with the wife tonight. Even if they see me hanging out at the club, I'll be with her. All the one night stands and short-term romances, I've given them up. If poetry is a woman, I'm gonna raise my daughter with poetry, so she can grow to see exactly how a woman should be. And if poetry is a woman, I'm gonna teach my son how to treat poetry, so he will grow to see how to treat life, and how life is supposed to be. If poetry is a woman, then you can go ahead and call off the search. Tell them I finally found one I'm gonna love with all that I'm worth, and that she will undoubtedly be my first true love, and that with the things she does, she's got me stuck to her like glue and hooked like a drug, and no rehabilitation is necessary, required, welcome or wanted. Tell everyone I said I'd rather stay intoxicated, induced and under the influence of her instead. I can't resist her, I want her, and yes, her words always go to my head. We lay down, I touch her, she touches me, and yes, I get ink stains all over my bed, but never any regrets. Cause if poetry is a woman, with her I've earned and learned my respect. I adore her every aspect, and if she is calling me to her aid, I'll be there to accept. And if she wants me for her slave, I will fetch, carry and collect to satisfy her request. And with her ball and chain around my neck, I promise to properly serve and protect her interests, to inspire and express, and to stand by her regardless of the effects. The only word she won't know is neglect. And if anyone to our union should object, we will simply live poetically incorrect. Cause she fulfills me, and every day I want more of her, as our relationship grows more beautiful and more complex. The only things I've ever really been addicted to are poetry and sex, and the only things that have ever caused me any real pain are poetry and sex. But if poetry is a woman, then God knows the only thing I'm prepared to remain faithfully committed to is poetry. The only thing I've ever really been able to call my own, so what else could one expect? And when they speak of our wedding, they'll say, this is what I said. I love no other more than my beloved poetry. So with this pen, I thee wed.